Klaas Knot's big message, I suppose, the red headline across the Bloomberg terminal saying that the markets may underestimate a September hike chance. How much is this just his own personal hawkish view, do you think? And how much do you think this is an effort by the team to reset market expectations?
It's a good question. That's what we all want to know, right? I'm afraid I don't have a clear-cut answer for you. Certainly, listening to Klaas Knot, he does sound balanced on the economy, balanced on the inflation outlook. But if you want to read between the lines, ever so slightly leaning hawkish and maybe ever so slightly in favor of that September hike. Although he was also very careful to say he hasn't made up his mind. He needs to see the new staff projections, and the decision one way or another will be a close call. We of course have also spoken to a lot of his colleagues over the past couple of weeks, and certainly the hawks, I'm thinking about Joachim Nagel from the Bundesbank. I'm thinking about colleagues from Belgium, Austria, Latvia. Those have all come out in favor of that 10th consecutive hike. On the dovish side, comments from Portugal, from Italy, have highlighted the economic risks, the risks that are now starting to materialize. The economy is weakening. So it is a difficult decision for the ECB. If you look at the economy, yes, it is weakening. At the same time, a strong labor market is underpinning consumption. Inflation is still far above target. So it is indeed a very, very difficult decision. I think the conclusions we can take away from Klaas Knot is him saying pricing less than a 1 in 3 chance of a hike. That is too low. Whether that chance should be at 60-70%. I don't know, but certainly, a 1 in 3 is too low for him to accurately reflect what is going to happen next week.
And Jana, you obviously pressed him on the inflation question as well. We're expecting to get an update in terms of the ECB's inflation forecasts at that September 14th meeting. What did you get from him in terms of his forward look on inflation and that 2% target?
So he does not expect the inflation outlook to look very differently from the one in June. And obviously, that one in June showed inflation above target all the way through the forecast horizon, all the way through the end of 2025. And he says, he doesn't see any material changes to that outlook. He also said that reaching the target at the end of 25, that is the bare minimum the ECB needs to achieve. He prefers it to happen sooner. He definitely will not accept reaching the target, for that point to move outward further into 2026. And that in a way will be the ultimate benchmark, the ultimate thing that will sway the ECB decision one way or another. And unfortunately, we won't know what those forecasts are until after the rate decision is announced. So the forecasts will be available to the Governing Council, obviously not to us. What also makes this difficult is because, yes, you have at the same time that the inflation outlook remains strong, a weakening economy, and he also said he expects that to be reflected in forecasts. So we do expect downward revisions to the growth outlook, that tells you a story or two about just how difficult it is, and also how maybe they're dealing with structural elements pushing up inflation, which is very difficult to handle.